friends. Today is going to be a very chill sewing day. I've been putting a lot of pressure on myself lately to get a lot of things done on my YouTube channel, in my work, in my personal life, and I was just feeling a little heavy from all the pressure. And so I decided, instead of making something that I had to, or I felt like I needed to, or even making something for a video, I just thought I would make something that I do not need, something that will bring me joy. So if you want to have a nice, quiet, chill sew along with me, then stay tuned because that's what we're gonna do today. The project that I'm working on today is a chore coat from fabricstore.com. It's a free pattern and it's called the Polo Workwear Jacket. I've seen this one all over Instagram for the past few years that I've been sewing, and I've been really wanting to make it. And then when I found this fabric in my stash, it was so special. This is gonna be the perfect dopamine sewing project to make me feel so much better. Just making something that is like a joy to make and a joy to wear. I did all the prep yesterday so that today I could just focus on the actual sewing of the project. And that is always what I like to do, is I'll take one day for prep and then the next day I can just sew, and that way I can focus on what I'm doing. I can just settle into a rhythm of sewing, and I just find otherwise I'm rushing or I'm feeling like I just need to get into sewing, and that's when I make mistakes. And now we're just gonna get into sewing and I will take you along with me, so let's go. I really like doing beginner projects with thoughtful seam finishes. So this one has flat felt seams, and it's really nice for a jacket like this because it has that like workwear touch. It means it's gonna be really nice and sturdy, and it's also, you know, nice and clean on the inside. It feels really good to wear because there's no sort of sticking out threads or any of that. And I really like these sort of designs where I'm making something that is simple, that I don't really have to look at the instructions for all that much, but that I know we're going to produce a really nice garment, and I can kind of let my brain relax and then just enjoy the process. It feels really nice. I feel like very happy that I've taken this time for myself. Now I'm just going to go press these seams and get back to sewing. This is a flat felt seam. You see how nice that is? It's nice and crisp. Gotta give it a little bit of a press, but that's what it looks like. One thing I notice on sewing days like this is that I'm taking more time where I normally wouldn't. I'm being careful and slow. I'm not in a rush, and that's because really this isn't something that I'm in a rush to wear. I can't even really wear it right now. It's raining and it's pretty cold. But I'm being deliberate and I'm being mindful, and to me, if I can incorporate that more into my sewing practice, then I think that I can incorporate it more into my everyday life. And that really is the goal, just to take more time and be mindful and use this as a self-care practice, as well as a hobby, as well as a YouTube channel, as well as, you know, any of my other platforms. Now I have to make these corners a little pointier, and so I always use a knitting needle. Kind of helps. That's better. You can find tools for all these things, but I like to use what I have. I think that looks pretty nice. Except I got a little bit of my iron gunk on it, but I like it. I think it's gonna be quite nice. On to the next. Okay, that looks really good. I love it. I love how that looks with the bias binding on the facing and the facing all so down. Oh, I'm really happy with it. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna call it for today, and I'll pick back up at some point in this week, maybe tomorrow, maybe not. I'll see you then. It's Monday, and to be honest, I'm not feeling super energized, but I am feeling excited to sew. And I did a lot of like the harder parts yesterday, like the more challenging things, other than the buttonholes, but I am feeling like I'm in a pretty good spot to get this done. So I'm going to, again, not rush, but I'm gonna keep going and see where I land, and maybe I finish and maybe I don't, but it's about the process with this one. I've already gotten this far by taking it slow, so I might as well continue to take it easy. Yeah. I'm doing the sleeves now. one of my favorite parts because it means we're almost done. But there's still a lot more to do. I have a lot of details I have to cover first. But I am enjoying getting to work on this a little bit after work, and I think it's just the right project for me to do after work too, because it's not super involved. It's still using my brain, but I don't feel stressed. I just feel chill. And that's what it's all about. I will say though, something tragic has happened. Where did this stain come from? I have no idea. Look at that. I have no idea. Like, it doesn't even smell like anything. Maybe it was tea, but or coffee. I haven't even worn it yet and it's stained. It's brutal. So it's Tuesday. I've been working on this since, what, Saturday or Sunday? Sunday, I think. I did the full day of sewing. All I have left to do is hem the sleeves and also hem the bottom. I just have to decide what length I want, and I haven't quite figured that out just yet. And then I'm gonna choose some buttons. So I'll have to do the buttonholes after I choose the buttons, and hopefully I have at least 4 to 5 matching buttons in here. If not all matching, then at least somewhat similar so that I can, you know, have buttons. Hopefully there's one in here. I'm gonna try and find some now, so let's do that. After trying a few different options, I'm not really satisfied with any of the ones that I found. I did find these, but I didn't have enough of them. But I have an amazing button store really close to where I live, so I think I'm gonna go there tomorrow. It's honestly taken me a bit longer than I thought that it would have, and I've been noticing that I've been kind of feeling a bit like guilty for taking so long with it. But then I look at it and it is the most detailed work that I've put into something in a long time. And I'm feeling really proud, and I'm feeling really satisfied with how it's turned out. So even though it has taken me a bit longer, I'm okay with it. You know, I think today I'm gonna finish like I said, I'm gonna finish the hems, and then I'm also feeling really inspired. And so I wanted to sew more. So I'm gonna cut out another pattern and some fabric and maybe sew tomorrow after the buttonholes, maybe not. And I just want to keep going with this sort of feeling of slow sewing, slow intentional sewing when I feel like it, for as long as I want, and making things that are beautiful and detailed. And yeah, so that's it. You know, I always see these really beautiful videos or clips of sewists filming in their sewing room on a table, and they've laid out their work carefully as they pin and do their hems and all of that. And honestly, I wish that was me, but I always just end up here with my work on my lap, kind of haphazardly going at it. And even though I said, you know, I wanted to do things a bit differently this time, there are certain habits that kind of die hard, and so I'm probably gonna keep doing it this way. It just works for me. I always get it done. We're done. Are you ready to see it? Okay, let's go.